Schoology tips and tricks. Tip number 2. We're going to talk about settings in this video. When you are logged into your Schoology account, you have the ability to change a few things about what people see and what you see when you log into Schoology. So we're going to come up here to your name, and when you click on your name, we're going to be looking specifically at your profile and settings in this video. So the first thing I want you to do is to click on your profile. And depending on if you've ever been here, when you were here, you'll have some various information here that you entered, hopefully at some point, to identify yourself to parents and students. This is a public facing page for parents, for students, and for other teachers to see a little bit about you. If you created this at some point in the past and you haven't updated it recently, you might see some things that need to change to be updated. For example, if you had, I have been teaching German for 10 years and now it's been 12 years, you might want to edit this information. And you will notice an edit button up here at the top. And when you click on that, you start with the About Me, which is some information about your subjects taught, your position, levels, and those kinds of things. Then you can go over to interests and activities. Whatever you put here, you can leave it blank or you can add some information. Again, this is what parents and especially students can see to learn a little bit about their teachers. And then you can also update your contact information. So here I have my phone number and my extension. You might just have the district phone number. That is completely up to you on what you put. And then you will see all of this information right here on your info tab under profile. There's some other things over here that we are not going to look at. We were mainly talking here about your profile. And the other thing I want to look at is settings. And there's a couple things that we're going to focus on here. The first here is under the account settings tab. You can change the name that is displayed to, again, your public facing side to your students and parents and other teachers. Some people leave this as their first name, but we do see a lot of teachers who change this to title instead of their first name. So they might have Mrs. or Miss or Doctor. They can customize it. Our world language teachers, I see these customized a lot to Senora. I was Frau Schock when I was still a German teacher. So you can customize that and you can have that display title in place of your first name. So that's a really good one if you do not want your first name to be displayed as your name for parents and students to see. Down here, your email address is locked because that's from the district. You can't change that. You can add an alternate email if you would like to. But I want to show you down here at the bottom. You can decide what your homepage within Schoology is. Is it recent activity or is it the course dashboard? And those two options you would see if you come up here and you click on Carlisle Area School District and our little bison there. If you click on that, you'll see mine took me to my course dashboard where I can see all of for me, the workshops that I run, you would see all of your courses. Or you can have it land on recent activity. And that is where you would see anything that has been added as updates within a course that you teach, within a workshop that you belong to. Any updates are going to show up here on recent activity. And again, you can decide that here in settings at the very bottom of that first tab where you want your homepage to land when you log into Schoology. The other thing that I want to look at here is notifications. So by default, when you begin using Schoology for the first time, all of these notifications are on, which means you would be getting emails for all of these different things happening. Assignment submissions is a biggie. If you have 65 students between 3 different classes of the same thing and they all submit something, you will get 65 emails. So I do recommend coming over here under your name, go down to those settings, come to notifications. A really easy thing to do is just turn off all notifications. These will all switch to off. And then you can decide which ones you want to receive notifications for. For example, I have user joins your course on so that if a teacher adds themselves to one of the workshops that I manage, I will get a notification and know that somebody has joined that course. But I can turn it off as well here, and then you have some custom options that you can explore. But I do recommend, if you do not want emails for everything happening in Schoology, come over here to those settings and notifications so that you can see what maybe you actually really want to hear about as far as emails go. And those are just a couple of our settings areas that we're going to focus on in